I hate this little crinkle that pillows can have. It's almost like the same fupa my stomach gives. Okay, Hunnay. Thank you so much, Clarence, for sponsoring this episode. Hello, Hunnay. I don't know if you can tell from your screen over there, but she's very refreshed. She even has a nice glowy tan. And that is because Jeezy and I finally went on our honeymoon. And I say finally because we had waited so long to actually get married, and then the pandemic still hadn't ended, and then COVID kind of resurfaced in new forms, and there were so many stipulations that we thought we weren't gonna make it on honeymoon, and then we did. I can't wait to tell you all the details because it was so perfect. And I'm going to share with you guys specifically what I brought that got me through the trip, because we promised ourselves that we would travel with one bag. One bag. My husband and I, we both travel heavy. Like, he travels 2 bags minimum, me 2 or 3. Shoes, makeup, hair, extensions, everything. We promised ourselves to travel with only one bag and only take the essentials because we were taking ferries, we were taking airplanes. I can't wait to show you guys what my essentials were. The one thing that happens to me when I travel is my skin gets really dehydrated and it looks tired. So I've got the remedy now that I carry with me every time I travel, and that is my Clarins Double Serum and my Extra Firming Energy. These two together are a powerhouse. Let me just start with the double serum. I love the double serum. It's easy to travel with. It's actually really lightweight. I'll tell you how to apply it too, because how you apply it is very important in order to get the serum to really soak in. I can wear it alone, or I can wear it stacked with moisturizer and SPF and foundation. This double serum tightens my pores and evens my skin tone like no other. And part of it is a water-soluble formula, and the other side is an oil-soluble formula. On my trip, one pump provided me all the radiance and hydration I needed. Inside of this tiny bottle are 21 plant extracts. Now watch carefully, because I don't want you to get this without learning how to specially apply it, okay? So this is how you do it. Have you ever taken a picture or even just saw a reflection of yourself in the mirror and you just look tired? Looks like you slept in your makeup. So the Extra Firming Energy is amazing because it totally hydrates and energizes your skin. So this is a deeply hydrating day cream that battles fatigue, dullness, and stress in your skin. I use it because it works with the double serum to boost the radiance in your skin. It also works for really sensitive skin. There's a very specific way to also make sure that your day cream soaks into your skin. Here's how. So those two are my beauty must-haves. You'll see the results immediately, and it just feels so good to have something that works immediately on your skin. Let me just tell you about the trip. Jeezy and I haven't traveled, obviously like many, for a very long time. Now I know you guys recently saw me go to Lake Como. That was a trip for myself, and what was crazy is I would read my Instagram comments when I was posting pictures from Como, and some of you guys were like, she's traveling alone right now, which I was in those pictures. But then some of you guys were like, wait, no, I just saw them at a restaurant in Greece and Jeezy's with her. So this is what happened. Jeezy and I had already planned to do a honeymoon after the trip. So as soon as I got home from Lake Como and all those travels on my own, I repacked my bags, got myself situated, and took off on a honeymoon with my husband. The first stop that we went to is Santorini. The fact that Santorini came from one of the biggest volcanic eruptions about 3,600 years ago is what makes you just so amazed that these people turned these ruins into something so beautiful. Jay and I stayed in a cave that was the coolest sculpture of a room that stayed super warm because it was so hot out in Santorini at the time. And it was just beautiful. We were kind of underground, but we were also like on the very cliffside of the mountain layout of Santorini. The one thing that saved me, because you know me, I packed heels to go with a lot of my outfits. We had date nights every night, and I should have known this from traveling in Europe, that you can never wear heels. Never wear heels in Europe, especially Italy and especially in Greece, because these ended up being my main sandals. These are my Stuart Weitzmans, and I love these because they're comfortable, they're chic, they have a little bit of a leopard print to it, so it kind of goes neutral with my skin tone. I wore these everywhere. Jeezy and I had a date night, and our hotel was perched up on the top of the hill. So in order to get down to where the taxis are, you have to walk this cobblestone street. I'll show you this video here. Every time we walked down the street, it took like 30 more minutes than what it would have really taken, because I had to hobble down the road, and it was terrible. Oh, the craziest thing happened to me. On one of our date nights, we were coming back up this cobblestone road, right? And I walked into this random store that had like these beautiful tunics and dresses. And this woman saw me and she went, "Oh my God." And I was like, "What happened?" And I had my mask on because everybody still wears their masks in Europe. I thought like I stole something from her like years ago and she spotted me. Like I seriously got really scared for a second. And she said, "Jeannie Mai, you're Jeannie Mai from Hello Hunnay." Guys, I got spotted in Santorini from our show, like this show right here. I was so touched. I did not know what to say. So I didn't get your name, ma'am, and I was startled by being recognized, and you said the sweetest things about Mama Mai. Thank you from here to all the way in Santorini for watching Hello Honey. I love you for that, my fam. Mwah. We had breakfast out on our terrace every day that overlooked the best view that I've ever seen. We had sexy outfits that we wore every night. My husband looked so handsome. So Jeezy and I wanted to start out like romantic and have our own date nights and be like relaxed and quiet, which was perfect in Santorini. I love you, husband.
Be $100 bills.
Then we wanted to turn up. We wanted to have some fun. So we went to Mykonos. Every night, all day, every day. That is Mykonos for you. I haven't gotten a chance to like dance with Jeezy since we used to be dating, because ever since COVID, people aren't dancing. After you're together a lot, you don't go out to like clubs as much as you do like movies or romantic dinners. So dancing with my man, like that ignited me. He's got these moves and he likes to like smoke his cigar and do his little thing. So we were at this one beach club called Namos, which is poppin'. It's so amazing. We were on this little tiny like platform. The beach was covered with people that were in their bikinis and guys in Speedos that were dancing. And then at the restaurant, everybody was on tables dancing. And me and my man were like hitting it, and we shut the club down. It was so much fun. We partied day and night and day. That kid in us came out. There was one night that we really needed hip hop. We were craving hip hop so bad, like we could not hear another sound unless you're on something. It's very hard to stick to house music. It's just the same, and it followed us everywhere we went. Shout out to Toy Room in Mykonos. You guys saved us. We went out there and had the best night. It was hip hop, and I was so thankful for that. We jumped on a plane out of Mykonos and went straight to Italy, the Amalfi coast. I've been to the Amalfi coast one time, maybe about 10 years ago. I told Jeezy when we met, after I saw his swag and his class and how much he loved the view and culture and food, I was like, yo, you're gonna love Amalfi Coast. I booked this amazing romantic hotel. Yo, they made the best pancakes there that we had every day. Jeezy and I came flossing in our matching pajamas. Yes, we did. Oh, European buffet breakfasts, dude, they're the best. Whenever you book a hotel, they always provide a buffet breakfast, not your continental breakfast like we have here in America, where it's like a bagel and some dried ass frosted flakes. No, baby, you've got pate and caviar and different assorted cheeses and eggs. Why is it in Europe the egg yolks are always like truly beautiful citrusy orange? They're not yellow like we are here in America. It's like gorgeous golden yolk eggs, and the eggs are small. They're not like big. It's so much better. I loved the food there so much. Oh, you guys, I was also able to wear my dress that I designed that's coming out in October, tugging on my curves in the right way. I was standing next to the Positano view. I was and then the Positano view was it just looked all good together. I loved Amalfi. And then we went to quite possibly the most beautiful city I've seen in all of Italy, maybe all my travels, is Ravello. Just stole my heart. It's everything you picture in an old romantic Italian movie. And I had scheduled for Jeezy and I to enjoy jazz in the town square under the stars. By the way, Ravello is a town that's built in the cut of the Amalfi Coast. So even though the Amalfi Coast, when you picture it or you Google it, you see like a mountainside and you see mountains and then you see the ocean. So Ravello is inside the mountains. You have to drive in the mountains and you're in this deep alley where the reason why Ravello was built is because the city was intended to hide from the pirates that were trying to raid Italy at that time. We went to Capri and it was so beautiful. I was on the fence on whether or not Jeezy would like Capri because it's very Rodeo Drive-ish to me. It's like a lot of shopping. It's kind of like what I said about Monaco. Shopping and luxury and spending money. We stayed at a beautiful hotel and we really, again, we love getting dressed up together. I love like coordinating with this outfit. He'll ask me what colors I'm wearing or I'll wait to see him kind of like get dressed and come out and then I'll kind of match with him. In Capri, you have to go to Paulino, which is the coolest, beautiful restaurant that features lemons. In Amalfi, the lemons grow humongous. I think you guys know this, but Paul gifts Mama Mai lemons from his lemon tree. These ain't those type of lemons, they're way better. The lemons that grow in Amalfi are huge and juicy and they grow that way because of the climate and because of the sun in Italy. Paulino is a restaurant that features like all types of lemon dishes and it's so good and so fun. So we definitely went there. Then we took a boat around the island of Capri and it was so beautiful. There's this cave called the Blue Grotto. Craziest experience to go in because the opening is like the size of a vagina. It's like this big. When you go through, you actually have to lie down and like make it through and we did it and it was so cool. And the reason why it's called the Blue Grotto is because everything's blue inside.
$20 to sit in the dark.
Of course, what you have to do in Capri is you've got to shop. This comes from the store Fiore. I never go out in the sun without a sun hat. Are you ready? I want to thank Tony. I'm Mama Mai's daughter. I had to throw in some bargains and you met me at every sale item I needed. Woven palm leaf. And you tie it around your neck like this. And you can ride on your Vespa or you can like canoodle with your man or your woman, or you can just stand by yourself and drink an Aperol Spritz or a limoncello shot and just take pictures for the gram. But isn't it perfect? Isn't it perfect? I know. I was supposed to show you a bunch of things in my bag. I don't know why, but I always carry a baby spoon with me. Do you guys do that? Because you never know when you're going to eat like a yogurt or like a gelato, so you always need your own spoon. And I don't like eating spoons from other places. I just like having my own spoon. I also steal these from other places, like airplanes. While we were out hat shopping, this is not my fault, this is Jesus' fault, but I fell in love with this hat and I was like, I'm not gonna buy it because I have nowhere to wear it. And he was like, you have to get it. So I got it. This jazz concert that I took him to was taking place in the bottom of the valley where the backdrop was the entire city, and all the townspeople were all gathered sitting on steps and sitting at tables and sitting on the floor and dancing in the street, and it was so perfect. Seeing Jeezy's eyes take in Italy for the first time with me, that stole my breath away. I am going to travel around the world and take my husband to all of the wonders and sights that this world has to offer. Traveling is already my spirit, but to see it with somebody you love and to share with that person, you know, the first time you see something or the language that you hear with people or the discoveries of things that we don't have in the States, like that was the magic. I know this is too mushy. Please, like, this is a warning right now, but we pretty much kind of revisited our vows with every moment. How much you want to take care of one another, to enjoy things like this, and how much more we have ahead of us to share because we have this life together. I am elated to take Jeezy to Vietnam. It made me even more ecstatic to take him there because I know Vietnam, like that's my hood. Italy is beautiful. All countries have their own beauty for their own reasons. But I know Vietnam, and Vietnam doesn't look like anything that you've ever seen out there. I can't wait. So Vietnam isn't opening up their travel yet for COVID reasons, but when they do, wait for it, because I'm going to smash this itinerary. I'm the type that won't let you sit in a place for too long. As soon as you feel like you've seen it all, boom, you're whisked off to the next part of the country or land or city, and you'll always get the best pictures and the best view and the best table because you're with Jeannie Mai Jenkins. So after we finished Amalfi, Mykonos, and Santorini, I had the best honeymoon and I got so excited about it. Traveling is something we love because we indulge in each other and it reminds us the type of pattern and the rhythm that we want to have at home. So the honeymoon should never just stop when you're traveling. It should also continue at home, just by being present with each other. Thank you for listening. Clarence, thank you for sponsoring this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hydrate. Keep it moist, ladies. Love you. Bye.
Keep it moist, ladies.